What you learn about Yash? This obviously got force fed 150 snaps sort of in the preseason.
I was very excited about Yash and how he played this preseason. Kind of challenged him to see if he could take on the role of, being a guy we can count on, and I thought he did a good job.
How do you think Ben Braden did with his tackle opportunities?
I thought he did a really nice job. Yeah, I was fired up for him. Did some good things out there on the edge and played against some really good players. So just like Yash, those two guys both handled themselves really well.
What you guys were looking for in making a decision, did you get that from the game?
Yeah, I think so. I thought the guys, and this is across the board, every game we got a little bit better. There was better effort out there, cleaner with our assignments, and there was some good stuff that I was excited about.
Adam, how did Royce kind of rise up the depth chart and get the opportunity, and how did you feel he seized it when he was given it?
Yeah, I think the one thing, or not the one thing, but one of the main things that we were really excited about Royce was his size and his athletic ability with that size. And it was just a matter of how fast he could pick up the playbook and how he could adjust to the NFL game. And, every week there was growing pains, but he just kept getting better and better and better. And, I felt he was ready for that opportunity at that certain point. And, he's kind of done a really nice job. Just he never gets too high or too low. He just gets out there and does his work and plays hard. And, I'm excited for his future with us.
Is it a good thing the competition was as fierce as it was for those guard jobs, or is it a bad thing that nobody seized it early?
Yeah, a little bit of both. It's kind of frustrating as a coach where you're like, all right, none of these guys are really rising above anyone else. But at the same time, once you go through a preseason and you see how each guy progressed, I think it really made us better as an entire unit. So I think collectively we're better now just because of the competition.
Steno, now that you have your five, what has to happen between now and the opener?
Well, we're still kind of going through that as far as our starting five. It's us just making sure we got the best mixture of guys out there. Kind of know what it is right now, but I don't think I'd say for sure. So we're just going to keep practicing, see what happens with the roster and who we got, and then just figure it out from there. But I like the overall mentality of the group. The guys come in every day ready to work, and whatever role we ask them, they're ready to play it. So
between guys who play left or right side and guards and tackles, like everyone other than maybe Elton and Josh has played multiple spots this summer. How do you, as a coach, weigh the flexibility is a great part of it, but I shouldn't say no one, but the weighing it compared to settling guys in at a spot.
Yeah, and that kind of goes along with the question right there is, if you just knew you had these five guys were what you wanted, then yeah, you just leave them there and, get the other backup guys ready. But we didn't have that luxury. So, again, it's just moving guys around and putting them in different positions. That's, I think, in the long run going to help us and make us a better offensive line unit as a group. So once the guys kind of declare where we're going to put them, then hopefully we can settle them in. But as you know, we'll have our starters for week 1, but that can change week 2 for multiple reasons. So I think it'll just make us stronger as a group.
Did you see enough of Kelly this summer?
What was the question,
Did you see
sir?
enough of Kelly this summer?
Yeah, I mean, we watched his tape, from what he did last year and the years before that, and he's obviously been in this league a long time, so there's a comfort level with a guy like that. He's going to have himself ready to go on game day. I would have liked to have him out there a little bit more, obviously. So we'll see, when he can get back, and we'll see how he looks when he gets out there. But yeah, I feel comfortable with that.
What'd you tell Josh the other day at practice after Aaron yelled at him for not snapping it?
Oh, well, he knows, he's got a lot on his plate, and he's handling it very well. I can only imagine putting all that stuff on a guy like me. If I was playing, I'd be like, oh, what the hell. But no, he's doing a great job, and sometimes you just got to say, hey, man, just learn from this, and you'll be just fine. And he's he's a good sport about it, and he's always got a smile on his face and stuff like that. So that's one thing you love about Josh. He always wants to be right and do the right thing and everything like that. So he's a very conscientious person when it comes to that stuff.
What was your assessment of Cole Van Lanen's camp?
Cole, we moved him around a little bit to see where he was most comfortable, guard or tackle. I'm not really sure if he got settled in on any spot, so that's going to be a work in progress, I think, just to see where he fits, in this league at what his best position is.
How's Lucas handled everything? I mean, he was really good probably right guard, and he ends up losing that job, and now he's over at left with the late switch. So
yeah. One thing about Lucas is he's always got that chip on his shoulder mentality, which guys that have come up from, undrafted to being a backup to earning a starting job. So he's handled it the right way. He's going to just come out and work every single day, and he knows every opportunity he gets, he has to take advantage of it, and he's done that. And, I love his mentality. I love the way he plays. So he adds the nastiness to our room that I think other people see that, and it feeds into other people, so it's good.
he played some left guard for you last year. Is that a complicated switch just late in the game, or is he going to be pretty good?
Nah, he's been a backup, for however many years before he earned that starting role. So he's played a lot of different positions. So to him, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
How many of
Two
your
more
guys
in here.
How many of your guys do you expect your linemen to be on the 53, and then how many do you expect on the practice squad?
I really don't know. With the expanded practice squads and all that stuff, I hope to have 12 guys maybe. Whether they're roster or practice squad, that'd be nice. But it all depends on other positions and injuries and stuff like that. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Sir, you can go ahead on Zoom.
Okay, we have two in here. Go ahead, Steve McGarty.
Just wondering with Royce, aside from just kind of learning the offense, what's been the biggest difference, sign of his development from when he showed up for rookie minicamp or even the start of training camp to now that kind of sparked this?
I think the biggest thing for him is learning the offense and his ability to play fast. He's naturally a fast guy. Some guys, when you put a lot on their plate, they don't go out there and they don't play fast. You can see them hesitate on film and stuff like that. Where Royce, he plays really fast, and basically from day one, you've seen him just play with confidence.
And last one, Mike Clemens.
Adam, Ben Braden told us that you had some communication with him in the offseason. He said that had never happened to him before in the past in the NFL. But that really motivated him the way he came into OTAs. Could you talk about his development, and do you see him as tackle or guard, or have you got a decision on that yet?
To see what position he plays, I see him having the ability to help us at either position, tackle or guard. And the cool thing was having him go out there in those last two games playing against, starter caliber players and doing a pretty good job. It just reinforces my belief in him that he can help us. So that's the answer to that question, I guess. But what was the other one? Sorry.
That he said that just getting a little communication from his position coach in the offseason, something that hadn't happened before. So, it keeps a guy on track in the offseason program before they report.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like Coach LaFleur always preaches that to us, to just make sure we're communicating with the guys what we expect of them, what we see their role and all that stuff. And it helps them. Like if they know the plan and they know kind of what we expect of them and what the potential that we see in them, it really motivates them. For me, being a player back in the day, just knowing that a coach believes in you or whatever it is, that's a lot of motivation for a guy. And so hopefully that helped him.